We were able to confirm most of it by using old reporting techniques, calling people on the phone and reading documents. What is clear is that there is peer-reviewed scientific evidence that many of these components enhance student success. Even the Thomas B. Fordham Institute, which was highly critical of the governor's plan, told us in committee that the governor made, quote, an informed decision, end quote, when he decided to go with the evidence-based model. This sub-bill will continue this new culture of basing school funding on evidence and research. It will expand the governor's advisory council to include academics, researchers, and scientists who, with the aid of a significant appropriation, will continue the scientific examination of Ohio's school funding model, ensuring that it will remain among the most innovative systems in the country, firmly rooted in the scientific method, and at the cutting edge of educational research. We'll go through the PowerPoint now. We're going to do this through several different ways. One is we're going to strengthen the funding model. We're going to deal with a transition that makes sense so people have time to adjust. We're going to implement this with flexibility and accountability. And we're going to address the additional educational programs that came up, the issues that came up in committee and in subsequent discussions with numerous people. First, we're going to strengthen the model. And how we're going to do this is first, when the governor first introduced the bill, the stimulus plan had yet to work its way through Congress. So the governor's office did not have any direction from the feds on how to deal with additional Title I and IDEA funds. Subsequent to the introduction of the bill, we've gotten that guidance, and in conjunction with the governor's office and LSC and others, we have removed Title I and IDEA funds from the evidence-based model. It's no longer going to be passed through the model. It's going to be passed under federal formula. We're going to, and in an almost unprecedented move, we were able to get the Legislative Service Commission, the Office of Budget and Management, and the Ohio Department of Education to come to an agreement that this plan, as it's currently constituted, will meet all of the federal, they have confidence that it will meet the federal maintenance of effort and use of funds requirements in the stimulus plan. Our changes have drastically changed where the money will go from the state. This is a graph that will show you when it's fully phased in where the money for education is going to come from in this state. Right here, this is the lowest wealth quintile, bottom 20% of districts. This is the total adequacy amount. This line is state share. This line is local share. Under this model, 80%, over 80% of the money for the lowest quintile of districts, when it's fully phased in, will come from the state. In the next quintile, over 71.4% will come from the state. In the next quintile, 64% will come from the state. In the next one, 51.6% will come from the state. And in the richest quintile, 30.8% will come from the state. And statewide will be at over 61.6%. National average is around 60%. We'll be above that. And here there are districts that the Department of Education characterizes through categories. Category 1, over on the Category 1 is rural poor districts. Category 7 is wealthy suburban districts. Major urbans are Category 5. But as you can see, within these categories, the same pattern holds true. 70.1% of funding for major urbans, which are Cleveland, Akron, Cincinnati. 70.1% will come from the state. In rural poor districts, 76.7% will come from the state. Again, rural poor districts are districts like Trimble and Southern. Urban poor districts, these are places like in my area, Wyndham, they'll be at 70.1%. Small rural will be at 71.4%. Rural town will be at 57.9%. Suburban will be 50.9%, and wealthy suburban will be at 35.1%.